Hi everybody, Gayla Wick, Denver love coach and matchmaker here. I hope you caught my video last week. I talked a little bit about hope, and I know that may be a little challenging to be holding on to if you haven't found the love that you've been searching for. So I wanted to give you a second tip today. As those of you who watched my video last week, I would encourage you, if you missed it, to go back and watch it and read the blog last week. I talked a little bit about hope and holding on to it, or setting an intention to hold on to that hope even in the face of evidence to the contrary. I know, crazy. But I want you to read more about what I said last week. This week, I want to talk to you about clarity. Because when I interview women, and now men, I am matchmaking for men as well, I find that one of the things that goes wrong in relationships that sometimes even lead to marriage is a lack of clarity. So I want to talk to you about clarity. Now, you and I both know that if we decide to cook a meal, it's a good idea to have a plan about what we're going to cook before we start cooking. So if we start cooking without a plan, I don't know about you, but I'd be afraid of what I might end up with. So it's really critical that you have clarity around what you want in life, particularly when you're choosing someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And if you don't have that clarity, it can really derail you. And the way that really happens, that I've seen from my experience, is that when you don't have clarity about the type of man or type of woman that you want to date or spend a lot of time with or even marry, you end up succumbing to anybody who pays attention to you. And that may sound strange, but I've seen it so many times when someone says, well, I dated him because he pursued me and he was really interested in me, but I realized after I spent all this time that he really was not a compatible match for me. So in order for you not to go down all those detours and just end up in the same place where you may be today, if you're watching this video, and that is single and wanting very much to be part of a wonderful, loving, supportive relationship, it is really critical for you to get real clarity. What is the type of person that you really want to give your time, energy, and effort to? What does the relationship that you want to have with this person look like? So in order to get that clarity, I have a process in my book, and I know I've talked to you a lot about my book. I've got my, poster. Stay up here. Sorry, I'm in a temporary space, and that's another whole long story about how I'm not in my normal office at the moment. But anyway, this is The Art of Attracting Authentic Love. You can get it on Amazon. There's a process in here that I go through 4 or 5 different steps, and it's an easy process, but at the end of it, you will have clarity on exactly what you want. And the reason I'm saying it's a multi-step process, because I have a recipe in here for how to go about it so that you don't miss anything important. So I encourage you, if you don't have a copy of this book, get this book, get some clarity for yourself. And my offer is still open at least through Valentine's Day, which is next month, coming up. It will help you to get clarity. And if you want to spend an hour with me, a free coaching, all you have to do is get this book, write a review for me on Amazon, and I would be very happy to give you an hour of complimentary coaching, because I want you to have the clarity that you need in 2021 so that you can find someone that is really worthy of you and worth your time. And so that you don't go down a lot of detours, which just don't end very well if you can't get back on the main track. So my advice to you this month is, don't start cooking unless you have a plan, and get a copy of my book, or get someone else that you know is struggling a copy of my book, and help them get clarity. And I will talk to them, or you can even give away the 60 minutes of free coaching. And I would love to hear from you. And until next time, please remember, love is really possible for you. Absolutely.